Elon Musk molds giving Americans a $5,000 check based on DOGE savings.
I need paper to throw in the
sky. Elon Musk says he would check with the president about an idea to issue refund checks from DOGE savings. Those checks could be as much as $5,000 per household if the department hits its $2 trillion savings goal. But there are some major hurdles that could scuttle the idea. Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency Task Force claims to be slashing the federal budget, which would ease the federal deficit. But now Musk is exploring the idea of using some of that money to send rebate checks to citizens. In a post on Twitter, X, Tuesday afternoon, Musk said he would escalate the idea of DOGE dividend saving. Idea of DOGE dividend, saying it will check with the president. The post came in a reply to suggestion by James Fishback, and the CEO and co-founder of a right-leaning investment firm, Azora. The company last year launched by an anti-woke ETF that excluded companies that prioritize DEI hiring. Fishback's calculation, if DOGE reaches its target of $2 trillion in savings, a number that includes most of the government's discretionary spending, and which Musk himself has backtracked from in the past month, a 20% cut of that distributed to the Americans would work out to $5,000 per household. The checks he proposes would be sent out after DOGE expires next July. So, I mean,
hold on, up to $5,000. If we hit the $2 trillion, he gonna hit you be like, oh, sorry, we only got to 998 billion, 227,000. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they're only at like allegedly 16 billion right now. They're only at 16 billion. They're talking about, you know what I mean? Like, you're not catching you're not, basically the House.
They haven't found any fraud.
I mean, they only cut 16. This is $16 billion and not even fraud. This is $16 billion in programs that they feel like they don't want to pay for. Like we're saying, government contracts that were given to black contractors for the military and other things like that. They cut that. They're going to have to reallocate those. That doesn't mean this wasn't needed. That means they don't want your black ass getting it. That's what they basically saying.
That's all it was.
I don't want you saying, I don't want you getting this money. Like, I want to give it over here to my counterpart. That's what this is really about. Though that money's going to have to be reallocated. So 16.6 isn't even a number. He lied and tried to say he's at $55 billion, but he's not. Because you go on his website, he's at 16.6 or something like that billion dollars.
And it's not fraud. It's, like you said, it's just money they don't want to give to people. Like when they say DEI, let's all keep that 100, folks. DEI has nothing to do with black folks. It came out after the George Floyd stuff, and it still wasn't. Think about, what did they do for black people after George Floyd? Nothing. Oh, they made an anti-lynching bill when they don't even call it lynching anymore. Well, they done been hanging people for the last 3 years. They call none. They say, oh, it's suicide.
I was watching a show called Earn Your Leisure. Shout out to them. They had spoke. I think they said about $360-something billion was supposed to be allocated to black businesses, like to help push up, inequities in the black community and things of that nature. And like they said, less than like 5% or 1% of that money's really been even allocated at all. Something ridiculous. I mean, you guys haven't even touched, even come close to it. And it's just weird. So basically what he's doing is floating this money out there as an idea because he understands that right now I'm about to swindle you. So what do? I float an idea out that you can look at and be like, oh, maybe next July, we're going to get this money if we give the billionaires this money. No, man, you're not getting $5,000 from the government because it doesn't make sense for them to give everybody $5,000. What is that going to do?
Well, actually, it's not about them. They're not going to.
It's going to raise inflation.
They're not going to give anybody $5,000. Look, they know
your money.
They know what they're doing right now is destroying the country, and they're getting a lot of pushback from it because Republicans thought, you're just going to destroy the Democrats. They're like, wait, no, we poor too. They're seeing their constituents are like, look, bro, this is affecting us. So he comes out with this little, hey, I'll give $5,000 to everybody. So everybody can shut up for 2 days, right? Or free 3 weeks because you're thinking you're going to get this money. It's not going to happen. They're not going to be able to have, there's not enough money for them to give everyone $5,000, every taxpaying American. I mean, he has to, it costs like, to give every taxpaying American $5,000, to give every American, it's like $1.6 trillion, $1.7 trillion that you'd have to actually find and actually save. I mean, they could actually do it, right?
How?
Well, because it's like this. They gave us $1,200, right? In a stimulus check, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they took about 10 grand from us since then. And taxes, fees, all this stuff. So you can take the $5,000, but no, they're going to come back for you for about 30 bands.
I mean, because that's why inflation.
30 bands is actually $30,000.
I mean, that's why inflation happened. We have to remember these are the reasons why inflation happened. This is not we need to cut government spending. There's a lot of things we need to do. I mean, but I'm not against him sending people $5,000, but let's see if he does it. I'd like to see it happen.
To $5,000.
He did say up to five. That's a cold line, right?
Cold line where you got to up to $5,000. That's like the fine print. You know what I'm saying? Like
everybody puts the 5,000.
You watch commercials. It's like Transformers don't really move. It's like the five. He's like up to 5,000. No one's ever gonna get the 5Gs, right? They're gonna send you like $200, $100 here. They're gonna vote on their tax cuts this year. They're gonna want you to go ahead and advocate for their money this year. Yeah. But if everything goes well, I'm gonna get you your money next year. I'm like, you know what you up to $5,000. The whole thing is, last time they gave them all tax breaks, how much money did y'all see of that? People were like, "Hey, my taxes are lower this year." Are they lower this year?
Oh, are your groceries way higher? Are you paying way more?
Yeah, is your groceries higher? Is your insurance higher? Is your home mortgage higher?
Everything is higher. So you basically paid all that back times whatever you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I tell people, I'm like, look, they gave you $1,200 in stimulus. Okay, let's say 24, but they came back for it in blood.
I mean, it's because it doesn't have adjacent spending cuts. This is what it boils down to. This is why the Republicans are even balking at his new budget proposal, because they're like, man, we need you to find like $2 trillion more in spending cuts. You want to got a $4.5 trillion tax plan that you want to give back to the wealthy, but man, but there's no savings here. You want to take $2 trillion out of what is it? What was it? Medicaid and food stamps. Oh, we want to figure out how to do.
It's not even that much money in it.
I mean, Medicaid, there's a lot of money in healthcare.
Yeah, healthcare, they can do it right. Food stamps is like 1 or 2% of the budget.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
It's crazy. And think about it. And that's because the companies have subsidies where companies don't pay you enough money. And these people are thinking about, this is the working poor. That's the part they don't like to say. Like, this is the working poor. These people have jobs. They work 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, and they still are eligible for food stamps. That tells you that they're not getting paid enough because the companies don't have to. Think about everyone that works at Walmart is on food stamps. Everyone that works at Safeway, your local grocery store, are eligible for food stamps because they don't make enough. The job won't pay them enough. They could pay them enough because they've been having record-breaking fucking thing. When's the last time you went to Walmart and there was 7 cashiers? When's the last time you went to Walmart and there was 4? When's the last time you went to Walmart and there was 3 cashiers?
I see about 2.
I see 2.
Even at Safeway, I see about 2 of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
If you're lucky. And they only call them up because the line gets too long.
And now on the other side of where they used to have the self-checkout, they done put some more self-checkout over here. Yeah. I'm like, y'all done doubled up. Oh, man, y'all must be trapping good out here.
Yeah, bro. They got the wrong look. Even Wendy's came out and it was like, they going to have AI taking your order.
Smart. It just is. I mean, I'm not against the working class.
Look, I just went to McDonald's the other day and I said no pickles and they put hella pickles on there. So I'm good for the robot to take it.
Was it AI?
Huh?
Was it AI?
No, it was a human.
I guarantee you AI would have got that.
She didn't look happy.
I guarantee you AI would have got that.
Yeah, the robot would have got it right.
Hey, I gotta give us the clip, man. I went when I was in the not to change too much. When I was in the I think it was the San Francisco airport, I believe it was. They had a coffee machine, dude. There was just a thing which is all AI. It was like basically just like a robot making the fucking coffee inside the machine.
Yeah,
everything waves at you and everything like that. I mean, everyone loved it. Everyone's recording it. That's your job right there. They coming for your job. But anyway,
they ask you for a tip. Have you seen those? Where the robot's like, "Can I have a tip?" Like, for what? When are you going to spend it on bolts? Like, I don't understand.
That's going to the.
I saw the one guy. He was at the airport. And he was like, "Look, man, I went there." And he's like, and I went into the place. He's like, I grabbed my sandwich. He's like, I grabbed my drink, grabbed a bag of chips and a magazine. And then I walk up to the counter. I set it down. The lady turns the thing around. I pay the money. And then she looks at it and turns it around and asks for a tip. And he said, "What am I tipping you for? I just did all the work myself." And he was like, she had the nerve to get mad at him.
It's crazy, man, because they really do expect tips. It's just nuts, man.
Yeah.
It's